Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 3 of What If Naruto Got His Powers from a Dying God. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto's Soul Was Taken by the Shinigami, and enjoy that guys. And also, over in Anime King, I posted a brand new episode of What If Naruto Open the Gates of Alchemy and Awaken all the abilities. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy guys. And remember, for new and this is the first time hearing my voice, yes, I do indeed have 3 channels, Anime King, Anime King 2, and Anime King 3, which I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new, I'll be replying and comment back into all of you. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin this new episode. So, the last spot we left off, Naruto spoke to Tsume, the mother of Hana, as he told her what was going on, as he also gave her the marriage scroll that was signed by him and Hana, as she would have to meet Key by the ear now. But there was no problem with that, as she was just glad that her daughter was okay, as the bloodlust was wearing down and she was able to be around the triplets. Because of her just turning, the bloodlust was just too much, so she could not leave the apartment yet, but it was wearing down, and the girls were returning back to normal. As Naruto was called to a council meeting, as the members there, as Hiruzen decided to talk about Naruto's heritage, as he wanted to bring it up in the finals of Chunin exams when it was coming around, as Naruto should have a seat on the council. But the members believe that, well, the 2 old members believe that Naruto shouldn't have a seat. If he should, then Sasuke should have a seat as well. As Naruto was rather, well, vocal about that, an inexperienced genin to a Anvu captain who already has 4 wives. As the members are rather silent about that, or the 2 old people, because they were the only ones bringing up this situation, as Hiruzen told them about Danzo and his treachery. As they all knew that Danzo would do whatever it takes to make Konoha stay on top, but this was a bit too far, as Naruto and his team was the one that carried out the assault. Afterwards, Naruto had spoken to Hiruzen, and Hiruzen wanted to know about the rest of the routes, as Naruto told the man that they could be a good help for the village, as they could do things that normal ninjas could not, as Hiruzen agreed with him. Hiruzen also found another Uzumaki, as she was at the grass, as he gave Naruto a scroll to go there. It took him a while as he scouted the places he entered. He was brought directly towards the leader, who was angry at Konoha for this. And that was not the only thing. Orochimaru had sent out Guren to go and find the Uzumaki and bring them back here. As Guren, after Orochimaru had gotten a scroll from Kabuto, Orochimaru realized that he probably sent Guren to her death. This was bad. Meanwhile, as Naruto was pissed off when he saw the state that Karen was in, late at the night she will be dragged out of her house by the ninjas as she will be taken to the hospital, as they used her to heal their wounded, as the doctors became rather lazy because they had her, using her like she was some kind of fuel source, as Naruto was pissed off about that. He gave the man the scroll that Hiruzen gave him, as the leader was rather pissed. But Naruto told Karen to pack her things as he was bringing her back, as Naruto was attacked by a few ninjas from that said village. As Naruto erased all of them, they didn't stand a chance. Guren was the next one to attack him. She made a fatal mistake as she didn't know exactly who she was messing with, as Naruto ended up knocking her out instead of killing her. as she was rather important to kill. Too important for him to kill right now, as he brought her back, as Naruto had locked her up as she woke up, as she shouted at him if he knew who she was, as Orochimaru would come here and comfort her, as Naruto laughed at her attempts, as he told her that she couldn't escape if she tried, well she would die, as he left the place where he was, as he introduced Karen to the girls. As some time passed, they get along rather well. Team 7 kept on going on missions. Well, Sasuke and Hinata for D rank, as Naruto did not join them, as they finally got a C rank out of the village, as they were supposed to bring Tazuna to the land of waves. So with that, they embarked on their journey. As Naruto went to scout ahead, he came back a moment later with blood on him. As Kakashi asked what happened, as he told him that he faced off against the demon brothers, it was then that Tazuna explained himself. Seeing that Naruto was here, Kakashi decided to keep on going on the mission. So with that, they made their way. As they ran into Zabuza next, as Naruto was able to deflect the man's sword, surprising him. Kakashi realized that this was a rather deadly battle. He decided to lift up his headband, shocking Sasuke when he saw the Sharingan, as he couldn't believe it. How does Kakashi has a Sharingan? So yeah guys, that's basically last one left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Soul was taken by Shinigami, and enjoyed that guys. And also over on Anime King, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto opened the Gate of Alchemy and got all of their abilities, so go ahead and enjoy that guys. And yeah, without further ado, let us begin this new episode. Let's get straight into this guys. The Sharingan? But he's not one of my clan. Thought Sasuke. Team, protect Tazuna, stay Kakashi. As Hinata and Sasuke pull out a pair of kunais, as Naruto pull out 2 pair of trench knife. Zabuza laughed as he squatted down on his blade. To see the famous Copy Ninja Sharingan so soon. You must be slipping, said Zabuza. As more mist start to roll in, Zabuza kicked off the tree with his blade as he landed on a lake, as he raised a ram sign. Hidden mist jutsu, he said, as the place became swamp. With the mist, Hinata activated her Byakugan, but the mist is laced with chakra and hides Zabuza from them. Now which point should I strike first, said Zabuza, as his voice echoed from everywhere. A thick, monstrous ki washed over the area, as Zabuza started to taunt them with the 8 points that he would strike at first. Sasuke, Tazuna, and Hinata were not doing so well. Damn it, what is this? I need to end it to escape this, Sasuke thought. His hand slowly reached up towards his throat, with the kunai aimed until Naruto smacked his hand. Hidden away the kunai. Get it together, team, said Naruto. Huh? A measly tuning can withstand my bloodlust, said Zabuza, as he appeared right in the center of the group. But his head was cleaned off his shoulders. But instead of blood, there was water. As Kakashi reappeared. In front of you, senpai, said Naruto. Kakashi dodged under the strike. Impressive tuning, said Zabuza. Kakashi moved as they started to engage each other in a battle. As Zabuza kicked Kakashi as he was sent towards the lake. It's over, said Zabuza as he appeared behind Kakashi. Water style, water prison. As Kakashi was trapped in a water prison. Damn it. I got careless, he thought to himself. Naruto, it's your turn, he shouted. As everyone was surprised except for Naruto. You owe me, senpai, said Naruto, as a clone poofed to life. What are you doing, dope, said Sasuke. I'm going to free him. Simple, said Naruto. Zabuza started to laugh. You think some tuning can beat me? When he could not. As Zabuza created 3 water clones. You're just kids playing ninjas, said Zabuza. A wide grin spread on Naruto's face hearing that, as he entered into the mist. They're new, said Naruto. But me. As Naruto moved, one of the clones rushed towards him as it popped into water, as Naruto teared right through it so quickly that it was barely viewable. The 2 remaining ones moved towards Naruto, as Naruto moved back before tossing his trench knife towards Zabuza. Ha! Too slow, said Zabuza, as he leaped over the knife. The second one, though, he didn't see it, as it was under the shadow. As Naruto used chains to destroy the other 2 water clones, Zabuza was forced to leap away before being skewered. As Naruto landed, I'll finish it, senpai, he said. I got careless, said Kakashi. Zabuza narrowed his eyes as Naruto approached him. You're no ordinary Chunin, are you? Of course. You may have heard of my alias, said Naruto. Vampire? As Zabuza froze at that, until he laughed. Vampire? Interesting, he said, as he started to speed through a set of hand signs. Water style, he shouted. The water formed a massive dragon with golden eyes. Wind style, said Naruto. Daytapa. A blast of wind blew the water to pieces. As the dragon destabilized as Naruto flashed forward, Zabuza ducked under the strike, but Naruto followed it up with a brutal smash into his kidney. Zabuza staggered back as he swung his blade as Naruto ducked. The blade passed over his face. As Naruto, eyes focused on it before, he jumped. He literally jumped in his crouch as he twirled his body. Zabuza's eyes went wide as Naruto's feet came up. BAM! It slammed under his chin with such force, his head was snapped up. The man became dizzy for a while as Naruto reached, as he clutched onto the strap that he was wearing and pulled him forward before kneeing him in the nose. As Naruto turned before slamming a kick into his chest, Zabuza was blown back as he crashed into a tree. As Zabuza cursed as he spat out blood. As Naruto threw his knife, it embedded into his leg, forcing him unable to get up as Naruto flashed in front of him. Zabuza froze. A Sharingan? But how? He said, as Naruto blew Sharingan looking directly in the eyes. Sorry, but those who lay witness to my secrets does not live, said Naruto, as he lifted his left arm. Zabuza's eyes widened as Naruto's arm turned into thick tentacles, with knots on the end as he moved forward. Zabuza-sama! Naruto snapped his head to the left as a masked ninja appeared. Too late, said Naruto. Haku! Zabuza shouted. The masked ninja was pierced by the tentacles. The person coughed blood as it ran down the side of their face. Zabuza ripped the knife from his leg as he slammed it in the side of Naruto's head, crumbling Naruto, but he had no time to do anything else as Kakashi appeared. Damn it. Another time copy ninja, he said. Thinking that Naruto was dead, he vanished, using a Sunshin. Kakashi appeared as he looked towards Naruto. Naruto, he said. 1 second, said Naruto, as he ripped the knife from out of his head. As he looked towards the masked ninja named Haku, seems Zabuza had helped. The mask fell off to show a feminine boy, with a shocked look on his face. My clone will take you to the others. I'll catch up. As the clone helped Kakashi go back to the others. He was really not used to overusing the Sharingan even for this short period of time. As Naruto pulled the body of Haku close, as he started to absorb it into himself. A Hayaton user. Interesting, he said. Time skip. Tezuna's house. Hinata kept watch over Kakashi as he was recovering, while Naruto kept watch and Sasuke was downstairs. Tezuna's daughter Tsunami and grandson was cordial to them, but the boy seemed standoffish. Meanwhile with Hinata, as she was looking through the window, unlike most people her age, she knew Naruto's secret, as she heard her father and the clan elders discussing about Naruto and that he hold the Kyuubi inside of him, as he was a jailer, the very beast that attacked their village 16 years ago, and took the life of so many others, and Lord Fort as well. She heard her groan as Kakashi was waking up. How are you feeling, Sensei? Kakashi gave a weak eye smile. Where's Naruto and Sasuke, he asked. Naruto is patrolling and Sasuke is downstairs. Sensei, tell me, is Zabuza alive or dead? Unfortunately, he's still alive. Before Naruto could deliver the killing blow, Zabuza had an accomplice that came in to help him. But he's injured right now, so I doubt he would attack once again. Well, it's a good thing that we came so quickly, a voice said. They turned to see Kurnai, as a raven-haired vampire was dressed in a full black bodysuit, with a red mesh armor blouse, with only the right arm sleeve visible, and a dress that resembled bandages, with a pattern on it similar to a thorn rose, with ankle-length boots. That was fast, said Kakashi. I ran my team pretty hard. Soccer collapsed as soon as we got here, said Kurnai. I saw Sasuke, but where's Naruto, she asked. He's patrolling, said Kakashi, as he proceeded to explain the situation. Time skip. As Naruto sat on the roof, as he had a cigarette in his mouth, as he catch a sweet scent. So, how's your team? He said. Weak, except for Shino. He showed promise. Kiba was hard for me the moment he saw me. Jinma did the best of what he had, but Sakura is pathetic. As she came over and sat in his lap, Karen told me a student of my guy came by. As Naruto sighed, as he pulled her close, show me, he said. As she removed the bodysuit down as he bit into her neck as she moaned. As he held up his hand as she bit into his wrist, as they share memories. Before they break apart, Tenten is crying again. I didn't know you knew her, said Kurnai. At the orphanage. Plus, I saved her team last year. She saw me using my cult, and she became infatuated with it. Her being a weapon mistress, said Naruto. You could imagine if such a weapon got into the hands of lesser people Naruto add in. I know, it's a terrible thought. When do we go after Gato? Kurnai asks. As Naruto rests his chin on her shoulder with a sigh. Tomorrow night, he said. I'll sleep all day. Then we'll kill him and take over his company. We'll need capital if things go south. As Kurnai leaned back into him. We're with you, she said. Of course, my lovely raven, said Naruto, as she giggled. Morning came too quick for them, as Naruto used the lie of guarding to keep sleeping. As he kept Sakura and Kiba away, Kurnai used her genjutsu to hide that Naruto was sleeping in a coffin, as it showed that he was in a bed. Kurnai made a solid clone as she went to sleep with Naruto as well. Nightfall. Several guards stood in front of Gato's mansion. As they were not discussing anything important, they were just here to change, until pink petals start to fall. Huh? What is that? One of them said, confused by the petals. As he held out his hand to catch one, it was so pretty. Bam! He watched his friend collapse with a smoking hole through his head. As before he could say or even make a single sound, a kunai was speared through his throat. As Kurnai appeared, as she sank her fangs into the man's neck, pulling out her kunai as he fell to the ground, as she licked her lips. As Naruto appeared out of the darkness. Do you have the layouts? He asked. I do, she said. As Naruto created over 3 dozen shadow clones, as Kurnai created 1,000, spread out, cast a large area genjutsu. No need for any of them to escape, he ordered. Kurnai went through hand signs as she slowly faded away. As Naruto jumped over the gate, as his clones along with Kurnai's started to slaughter all of Gato's employees. As Naruto break down into fog, as he moved towards the main house. As Naruto find the man of the hour in his bed, as he smell of sex and booze. As Naruto formed out of smoke at the edge of the man's bed. Gato was a short man with beady eyes and shaggy, brown hair. As Naruto shifted into a woman. Gato-sama, he said. Gato's eyes snapped open as he saw a goddess in front of him. Who are you? He said. Don't you remember? You sent for me and you ravished me. As Naruto crawled towards the man, as Gato could feel himself getting aroused. Are you ready to send me to heaven? Gato asked, with a lecherous smile on his face. More like, I'm gonna send you to hell. As the girl shoved her hand straight through Gato's chest, the man was petrified as he looked down, unable to tell if this was a dream or not. As all the blood started to leave him as Naruto started to absorb it, the man's skin turned pale and empty. If I didn't need your riches, I wouldn't drink a single drop of your blood, said Naruto, as he returned back to normal, as the clone popped to life. Display his corpse, like he did Kaiser, said Naruto, as Naruto made his way, as he found cells with broken people that was captured by Gato. As he stopped in front of one of the cells. Victoria, said Naruto. A young woman with black skin, red dark hair, and purple eyes emerged. Yes, Naruto-sama, she said, as a blonde melted into shadow, as he appeared in front of Gato mansion. Now you have money, said the Kyuubi. Yes, with enough, even, I can disappear if I need to, said Naruto. How did that girl know your name? Asked Kyuubi. Shisui Sharingan, said Naruto. I don't need eye contact to activate it, and thanks to this darkness, my field of view is much larger, said Naruto. Morning came as the people were shocked to find Gato strung up right in the town square. Team 7 and Team 8 were shocked as they went to Gato's mansion as they found nothing there. Kakashi sent the Genis back to guard Tazuna, much to the protest of them, but they reluctantly followed orders. Naruto, did you do all of this? As Naruto glanced towards Kurenai, I wasn't alone, he said. Kurenai and I decided to make the mission a bit easier, and free this country from Gato's rule, said Naruto. That disgusted pig deserved everything that he got, said Kurenai. We'll keep what really happened from the people and tell them that he was infighting, Kakashi says as he looked towards Naruto. Since you killed him, you must know what he took from Nami, where it is. Naruto beckoned for them to follow. Without Haku, Zabuza took off as well, as Naruto made his way towards Gato's office, as there was a massive portrait of a naked woman, as Naruto pulled it down, as he started to unclip the safe, writing in the right combinations as it opened up, showing all of the money inside. We'll distribute it back to the people, and the other money as well. Do you want my team to return to Konoha? Your team can stay. We can do some inner team training, said Kakashi, as he gave her an eye smile. Time skip, Konoha. Hokage-sama, I would like to become a ninja, said Karen. As Harrison smiled. That's good, he said, if you like. I can put you on Team 7. But wouldn't that affect Naruto, Hokage-sama? Naruto-kan will stay in his position until the Chunin exams in a few months, said Harrison. Can you perform the Academy 3? As she nodded, Uncle has been helping me, and Naruto even taught me Shaolin Jutsu. That should be easy for you, Uzumakis. Have rather large reserves. It will help you catch up to the other Genins. As he gave her a slip. Head to the academy and speak to Aruka. He will give you the test. She nodded as she excused herself. Word had spread that she was Naruto's cousin. Some people gave her the side eye, but it didn't bother her that much, because of her time in the grass. As she found Aruka teaching a class, as she knocked on the door. How can I help you? As he handed him the slip as he read the contents of it. Oh well, come in. This actually works, I can show the students, he said, as she followed him inside. Class, this is Karen Uzumaki, and she has come to demonstrate the Academy 3 for us today. Alright, all you have to do is perform the transformation, the substitution, and the shadow clone. She started with the substitution as she switched with a nondescript girl before she transformed into Kurenai. She then brought her hands together. Shadow clone jutsu, she said, as she created 5 copies of herself. Hey, that's not the clone jutsu, a boy shouted. While Chu Konohamaru, but Karen performed the shadow clone jutsu, not normal clone technique. Thank you, Karen. Your excuse, he said, as she bowed. Hand this at Higurashi, he said to her, as she was making her way towards the weapon shop. Oi, Karen, as she turned. Oh, hey Uncle-san, she said. Where you headed? As Karen showed the headband. It was a plate, as she was going to go to the weapon maker for him to edge a symbol into it. Congrats! Lord Third got you a team. Team 7 actually. As Uncle thought about it. Be careful of the Uchi and the Hyuga, she said. I know, and Naruto will be on the team until the end of the Chunin exams. As they went inside, as he reached the shop. Welcome to Higarashi's shop. Oh, Karen. Uncle Sensei, a young girl greeted them. Hello, Tenten. I'm here for my headband. And maybe a weapon, said Karen. Hello, little panda, Uncle said, as Tenten's cheeks puffed out. As she took the iron and showed her the various cloths. Karen took a red cloth like her hair. Any particular weapon? Asked Tenten. As Uncle beat her to it. She wants to be a medical ninja and use poisons. Perhaps a Senbon launcher or hidden blades, Uncle said. Not many choose a medical route, Tenten said to her. I tend to rely on support. Plus I'm a sensor and can fight at a distance as well, said Karen. As she tied her headband around her forehead. As Tenten led her towards the various Senbons. As Uncle browsed some other weapons. As she showed her lion wrist blades. All you have to do is channel some chakra into them, and the weapon comes out. The same work for the Senbon launchers. You can store about 20 Senbons in a Senbon launcher. Using a Fuinjutsu, said Tenten. Fuinjutsu is supposed to be in the Uzumaki blood, so maybe Naruto can improve upon this. So I'll take one of each. He can. Have you ever seen his cult? Asked Tenten. As Karen shook her head. It is some launcher to fire pieces of metal that call bullets. I asked for a blueprint to create one of my own, but he won't tell me, said Tenten. Aww, isn't the panda mad that Foxy's not telling her anything? Uncle said, taunting the girl. As Tenten scoffed, tell him. I want to seriously talk to him, she said. I'll tell him, Uncle says she paid for the things. Much to Karen's shock. Think of it as an investment. I'll be training you, and besides, you're Naruto's cousin. So as his wife. Your family, Uncle said. Thanks, said Karen, as she nodded thanks to Tintin as well. As Tintin growled, a foxy bastard, who will let me play with his weapon, she said. Time skip, 1 month later. Team 7 stood on the opposite side of the bridge. The month had been very productive, as Naruto used Victoria to fake coming to Nami 2 weeks ago after Goto's death, confirming and declaring that her company, called Kurai Shipping, was taking over Goto Holdings. The people were instantly wary, as they just got by their business, but Victoria spun a rather impressive cover story and provided manpower to aid Tazuna. So what will he do about Tenten? Asked Kurenai, as Naruto tilted his head as he watched him say goodbye to Tazuna's family. I don't know. Tenten was one of my only friends I had before leaving the orphanage, said Naruto. I'll talk to her and maybe, just maybe, the queens will grow by one. As Kurenai giggled, you do need someone closer to your age, she said, as Naruto scoffed a bit. Alright everyone, mission accomplished, let's head back, said Kakashi, as Naruto glanced towards Sasuke, as Zabuzaki had made him awaken his Sharingan when he almost killed himself. Well, more like reawaken it. Another one with those cursed eyes, said the Kyuubi. Now, you know I have no intention of using mine on you. If I could have, I would have been free already, said Naruto. The feeling is mutual, leech, said the Kyuubi, as Naruto shifted his gaze towards Hinata. She spent the month shadowing him, in waking hours, asking for spars, trying to get to know him and even trying to seduce him, to attempt to put him under her thumb. If it was 4 years ago, I would welcome it. But sorry, Hinata. Your wiles do nothing for me, Naruto thought. A few hours passed, they saw the massive gates of Konoha coming into view, and with a quick check-in with the Eternal Guardians, Izumo and Kitetsu, they went inside. The two teams parted as Kakashi and Kurenai went to the Hokage to give their reports. Sasuke-kun, do you want to get something to eat? To celebrate your Sharingan, said Sakura. No. As Sasuke turned to walk away, Hinata turned to ask Naruto something, but he was already gone. Damn it. As Naruto appeared to a nondescript 2-story building, as his glasses shift towards his mask and his clothing changed as he entered. As he made his way to see several envelopes, he went straight to Dragon. Finally returned, said Dragon. We had to remain until the bridge was finished, said Naruto, handing them a scroll with his report. Dragon opened the scroll and read over Naruto's report, and whistled, almost killing Zabuza Mamokai and gaining the Hayaton bloodline, said Dragon. True, I may need to head to Snow Country to gain some more jutsu. Haku was young, said Naruto. Or Water Country, said Dragon. Only if Gramps let us interfere in the Civil War, said Naruto. Dragon scoffs and dismisses him. Yu-Gi-Oh is out on patrol, but Hana is here. You can catch her before she heads out. As Naruto nodded, he excused himself, as Naruto found her in one of the locker rooms. No one was inside as a clone guarded the door. Finally back, she said, as she placed on her chest armor. Yes, said Naruto. Your brother's annoying. She turned as she gave him a kiss. Tell me about it, she said, as Naruto pulled out a scroll out of his pocket. I got a gift for you, he said. It's the gauntlets of the Demon Brothers. I figured that you can use them with your beast mimicry to really tear into your opponent, said Naruto. A grin came on her face. Thanks, I can use him on my mission. We finally got a beat on that shithead, Aoi Rokujo, she said. Naruto bit the inside of his cheek and pulled her into a kiss, as his blood slipped into her mouth. Need that pick me up, she said. Happy hunting, little wolf, said Naruto. It shouldn't take me too long, she said. As Naruto leave onto HQ, his clothing and his mask disappear, back to his normal clothing and his glasses. Vince Natty would owe us one for returning her family heirloom, said Naruto, as Aoi Rokusho had her granduncle, Blade. But that was if she ever came back to the village. As Naruto made his way towards the Higurashi shop. I hear you're looking for me, Panda, he said, as he saw her at the register. Of course, she said. I want that colt for my collection. As Naruto pulled his hand out, there was a poof, as he spun it on his finger. I never should have used it in front of a weapon junkie like you. As he held it towards her. As she reached, he poked her in the head with it. Ow, what was that for, she said, as Naruto leaned on the counter with a gun between them. Think about this seriously for a second. What if I give you this and someone steals it, recreates it? It will be far worse than any jutsu. Any person can use and kill with ease. Innocent people, he said. She looked into his steely blue eyes. As she looked away, fine. I'll stop asking, but I need an edge, she said. People look down on Kunoichi, she said to him. Yet they fear the likes of Tsunade Senju, Packer of the Scorch, Kushina Uzumaki and several others, said Naruto. It's only recently that Kunoichis have become rapid fangirls. More concerned with looks and boys. Blame the academy for that. Tell me about it, said Tenten. As she saw Naruto's sharp upper canines. Hey, how does your bloodline work, she said. As Naruto bit at her finger, but she pulled away. Well, I need blood to survive. Animal or human. I can eat normal food, but it doesn't count as subsistence. Why, are you curious? If it can be passed on, said Naruto. She blushed a bit here and that. No, she said. It's just your codename is vampire after all, said Tenten. As Naruto pushed himself off the counter. See a panda, he said, the wave of his hand. As Tenten saw that he left the cult, she reached for it until it burst into dark smoke. Damn it, she said. Time skip. My Guy and Lee was in a youthful spar, until Guy saw someone. As he blocked Lee's kick. That's enough, Lee, he said, we have a guess. Who is that guy, Sensei? Lee asked. Why don't you take a jogger in the village, while I talk to this youthful guest? Lee nodded as he rushed off. What brings you here, Naruto-kun? Guy asked. As Naruto looked serious. Why did you tell a Jenny my real identity, said Naruto. I apologize, Naruto, but Tenten recognized your shade of hair, and I went to Hokage-sama. He allowed me to confirm that you were a vampire. As Naruto frowned, even amongst the faceless, I have a face, he said, as he vanished before Guy could apologize. Naruto landed on his apartment complex roof. Why are you surprised, said the Kyuubi? Naruto sighed as he leaped down to the ground. If he wants to keep me in this village. He's not doing a very good job, said Naruto as he unlaced his boots and kicked them off. As he plopped down on his sofa, his clothing melted into a grey sweatpants and a grey tank top. As Naruto went inside his mindscape, but he ignored the Kyuubi as he moved towards another hall, where there was fleshy growths. As he had human faces, each of the faces of people that he eat or absorbed. As he recognized some as Mizuki, Joro, and others, but two stuck out, Danzo and Haku. Unlike the others that were stuck with a growth on their faces, the darkness of Konoha and the right hand of Zabuza, the growth was only up to their waist. Tell me, is this the limit of the knowledge of your Genkai, said Naruto. Haku only stared blankly at the blonde, as Danzo scoffed. You will get nothing from him. You've broken him. No matter. His mind will tell me, as Haku started to sink more into the growth. Are Homura and Koharu able to act without your muscles, said Naruto. No. It was the reason why they were so easy to flip. They will seek to replace me. The Uchiha, said Danzo with a scoff. Sasuke simply does not care, said Naruto. Unless that gets him to kill Itachi faster. He won't care. Speaking of the Kinslayer, does he have the other eye? Why? Danzo questioned. As Naruto ignored him and faded away. As he opened his eyes, as someone was beating on his neck. I was in the middle of something, he said. As Uncle pulled away, blood ran down her lips. Sorry, I wanted to catch up, she said. Kurenai back it, said Naruto. Taking a shower, Uncle said. Well then, let's join her. As Uncle giggled as they made their way. Time skip. 3 days later, Training Ground 7. After 3 days of rest, Naruto and Karen made their way towards Training Ground. As the team waited for Kakashi, Karen was wearing a black bodysuit, with a purple kimono to her knees, as it was adorned with black swirls on it. The sleeves are wide enough to hide her hidden Senbon launchers, forearm-length fingerless gloves, and boots that were knee-high. Who are you? Sasuke said. Karen adjusted her glasses. My name is Karen Uzumaki, and I'm the newest member of Team 7, she said. Uzumaki, said Hinata, as she looked towards Naruto. Karen is a member of the Uzumaki clan and my cousin. Sasuke looked between them as he scoffed. Well, you better not hold me back, he said. As Karen glared at him until Kakashi appeared. Well, hello. If it isn't my cute little Jennings. And you seem to have met Karen, he says. Now this does change our team dynamic, as Karen is a support ninja, but she's a very adaptive sensor, so she will be able to help us out quite a fair bit. She'll be able to see and note opponents quite quicker than us. Will Naruto be leaving now that we have a third member? Asked Hinata. Kakashi shook his head. Naruto remained here until the Chunin exams, he said. What are Chunin exams? Karen asked. As Kakashi gave her a smile. That's a good question. In about 4 months, Konoha will be hosting an exam to test the best genins from each country to see if they're ready for promotion to Kakashi. Will we be participating? Hinata asked. Normally, it's not unheard of, but since Konoha will be hosting the exam, I will have your team participate, Kakashi said, as he glanced towards Naruto. I will be helping in that regard as well, senpai. We'll be testing your fintech, something that you wouldn't normally learn until after becoming a Chunin, said Naruto, as Kakashi pulled out 3 slips of paper. These are chakra paper. All you have to do is channel your chakra into the paper and learn your fintech. If it's earth chakra, the paper will crumble. If it's fire, the paper will burn into ashes. If it's water, the paper will dampen. If it's lightning, the paper will crackle. And if it's wind, the paper will split. As he handed a piece to Naruto, as Naruto channeled his chakras, the paper split into half. See, I have a win of fintech, said Naruto, as he handed a piece of paper to Karen first. As she went first, the paper wet, and then it crumbled a bit. Interesting. Water and earth of fintech, said Kakashi. Hinata went next to her. Paper turned to ash. Fire of fintech, she said. I have a fire and lightning, Sasuke said. His paper was burned and crinkled a lot. A high lightning of fintech, that, said Kakashi, as Sasuke gave Naruto a smug look, as Naruto chose to just ignore him. Time skip. Land of Snow. As Naruto rammed his boot into the left eye of Dodo, Kazahana, soon to be former daimyo of Land of Snow. Behind the pier was Naruto Queens beating on Dodo guards. You monster, Dodo is out. As Naruto kicked him in the side of the face, launching him off the throne. As Naruto turned his gaze toward Dodo, last guard. Now Nadiri Raga, said Naruto. No need to get angry at me, as he pulled out his Colt. As he shot Dodo in the leg, the man cried out. Damn you, said Nadiri. Wouldn't the vines keeping him in place? As Naruto fired off another shot as it burst right through Dodo's skull. Yujeu, bring me Fubuki. As Yujeu dragged the girl along the ground, who was shaking in fear, her face covered in blood. As Nadiri glanced over towards Misery, corpse that Anko had finished, devouring it with some sort of snake creature. Now before you die, Nadiri Raga, you will witness firsthand your fate, said Naruto, as Naruto's eyes glow. Her eyes went lucid as she got to her feet. As Naruto stepped behind her as he pulled her coat back. As Naruto sank his fangs in her neck, she cried out in pain as he held onto her, until the light left her eyes as he dropped her, as she collapsed, dead. As Naruto walked towards Nadiri, who spat at his feet, Naruto frowned as he pulled out his coat. Go protect your master in hell, as he pointed right at the man's head. Bang! As he blew his brains out, as Naruto pulled the corpses in and absorbed them. Now the princess has her kingdom back, Uncle said. Let's go get the princess, said Naruto. A week later they stood in front of Koyuki, as the place was renamed to the Land of Spring. The gift was a generator, not something to take over the world. Thank you for putting Koyuki-sama back on her throne, said Sandeo, as he bowed, as he was her faithful guard, as he had watched over her since she was a child. Koyuki nodded towards them as she blushed at Naruto a bit. Yes, thank you, she said. You managed to awaken my frozen heart, she said. Think nothing of it, Koyuki. We all hope for someone to save us. Sandeo approached as he handed Naruto a scroll inside. It's a document with a possible trade agreement with Konoha, he said, as Naruto took it and nodded. You are most kind. We will see ourselves out, he said. Must you leave so soon? Koyuki asked. Unfortunately, yes. We all have obligations in Konoha that require our attention. However, we will be having our Chunin exams in Konoha in about 2 months, and the finals will be 1 month after that. Perhaps you could come, said Naruto. I will think about it, and thank you again for saving my conscience, she said. The 5 of them nodded as they excused themselves. She'll be a good ally and a place to hide, said Kurenai once they left the palace. Always best to have contingencies, said Naruto, as the group headed towards the harbor. Victoria was waiting for them with one of Gato's old ships. We're ready to depart, she said, as she was wearing a purple business suit attire with a ruby necklace around her neck. Good. Have the captain set a course for hot water country, said Naruto. Well, that was a productive mission, said Uncle. Indeed, said Naruto. I learned more Haidon Jutsu. And you all got more souls, said Naruto. Time skip. Konoha. Tenten awoken from her sleep, as she had a rather explicit dream. A cold shower, and then get to work, she said. After she was awoken, after her shower, she made her way to get her morning exercise in. She was greeted by Guy and Lee, as the pair passed her, as they were ordering around the village. As Tenten finished her workout and returned back in to see her adopted parents. Early morning, Tenten-chan asked her mother Natsuko. She had dark hair and eyes, with a modest figure. Yeah, I couldn't sleep, so I did a few laps around the village. As she looked towards her dad Jinko, an imposing man with grey hair and blue eyes, but he was a teddy bear at heart. Something wrong, Tenten? He asked, as she shook her head. Nothing. Just thinking, am I doing enough for the exam, she said. Her team was mainly taijutsu, due to Lee's lack of chakra and Neji focused on his family taijutsu. She herself focused on her weapons as she neglected all other type of skills, save for her fuinjutsu, which she uses to away her weapons. I am sure that you will do alright. However, you don't have to rush to be promoted. I still remember seeing you after that horrible mission. Thank God for the Anvu, her mother said, as Tenten remembered that mission to Frost. Their team was ambushed by a missing from Kumo. Neji flew into a rage. Luckily, Naruto swooped in and saved the team, well, mainly her. Her breath hitches as she remembered her dream. Those blue eyes. Was she dreaming about Naruto? Ten-chan, you're all red. Are you alright? Said her mother, waving her hand in front of her face. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm gonna take a nap and meet my team later, she said, as she excused herself. Maybe I should go see Naruto, she thought. A few hours later, she was with her team. She admitted to herself she had a small crush on Neji, but his whole obsession with fate, it dwindled down to nothing. Training was the same as every time, as Guy trained with Neji and Lee with their taijutsu as she focused on her weapons. She decided to break routine. Guy sensei, I wonder if you can teach me some ninjutsu. Well, my youthful student, I don't rely on ninjutsu, and that would be unfair to Lee, who can't. Perhaps you should visit my rival, said Guy. Tenten nodded, but on the inside she was a bit angry. I think I will. Do you know where he is? Yes, I think he's in training ground 7, said Guy. She nodded as she departed. The girl arrived to see Hinata doing some Jayugen katas. Tenten, what are you doing here? Asked Hinata. I'm looking for Kakashi Sensei. Guy Sensei sent me to see if he would teach me some ninjutsu. Why should our sensei teach someone from another team? Said Sasuke. Aren't we all Konoha ninjas? Said Karen, as she balanced on one of the wooden stumps. I don't see why not. But with the Chunin exams in 2 months, I would hate to give an advantage to another team, said Kakashi, as he was reading his book. How about me then, said Naruto. Tenten's cheeks became pink as she saw him. Well, I don't see why not. Will that work? Naruto is ninjutsu heavy because of his reserves, said Kakashi. Sure, that is fine. Thank you, Kakashi-sensei, she said, as Kakashi gave her his trademark eye smile. Follow me then, said Naruto as she followed the blonde. So, what brought this on? Said Naruto. I want to be prepared for the exams. I think I'm too over-specialized, she said, as Naruto pulled the chakra paper from his vest. We need to know your elemental affinity, he told her. Just channel some chakra into this. As she took it, the paper wrinkled. Lightning, she said to him. Interesting, you can channel lightning into your ninja wire or weapon, said Naruto. He raised his feet as he kicked a tree, as some leaves dropped down. So how does this work? As Naruto held up one of the leaf. You must be able to crinkle the leaf and change it with your lightning, said Naruto. Easier said than done, said Tenten, as Naruto adjusted his glasses. You may be able to learn a jutsu by the time the exam starts. I'll check on you once a week and see how you do, okay? Right. Thanks, Naruto, she said, as she excused herself to meet back up with her team. Once Tenten was gone, Yuji dropped down in her full Anvo gear. Dragon has called a meeting, she says, as Naruto's sunglasses slip into his mask. Let's be on our way, Nico, he said, as the both of them flashed away. But guys, leave the end subscribe right here. If you want to see the next person do, like, subscribe, comment down below and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And remember to share stuff with your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode over on Anime King 3 of What If Naruto's Soul Was Taken by the Shinigami. Part 4 guys, yes. I indeed have 3 channels. And I also post a brand new episode over on Anime King of What If Naruto Open the Gate of Alchemy and awaken all the abilities. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy guys. Remember to turn on that bell notification to see exactly when I post. And yeah, without further ado, I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace.